For number 7, we need to graph the parabola. So before we can answer A and C, we need to go ahead and do part B, find the vertex first, and then we can graph it, and then we can answer A. So if we look up here, we should know that A is 2, B is 8, and C is 1. We're just taking these 3 numbers and we're plugging them in to this little equation here to find x. So for negative B, B is 8, so this is negative 8, over 2 times A, and A is 2. If I simplify the fraction, I would get negative 8 over 4, which divides to be negative 2. This is my x value. So now we take the negative 2 and we plug it into the x, into the original equation to find y. So we have a negative 2 squared, and then 8 times negative 2 plus the 1. I would go ahead and start with the parentheses first. So negative 2 squared just means negative 2 times negative 2, and that would give us a positive 4. If we multiply 8 and negative 2, we get negative 16, and then we have our 1. This would now multiply to be 8, and then I bring down my other numbers. So if I just add or subtract from left to right, we would get negative 8 plus 1, and then that would equal negative 7. So we would put negative 7 over here for our vertex, and then I would go ahead and graph this point, negative 2, negative 7, down here on the graph. And then we would have to do 1, 3, 5, and we multiply by the A value. So our A value in our equation is 2. So I'm going to multiply by 2 and get a new pattern of 2, 6, and 10. So this means I'm going to graph up 2, right 1, and then up 2, left 1. From those new points, I'm going to now go up 6, over to the right, and then up 6, left 1. And then I'm going to also go up 10, over 1, and over 1. So we draw our parabola. Okay. So to answer the question, find the axis of symmetry in part C, 2 things here. Either you can put x equals negative 2, whatever the x value is here. This is x. Okay. Or you could also see that if you drew your dashed line through the middle, going through the vertex, it crosses the x-axis at negative 2 right here, which is the same as saying x equals negative 2. The other question it asks in part A, does this graph have a minimum or maximum? Well, this graph has a minimum because the lowest point is your vertex, and since it is the lowest part of the graph, it is considered a minimum.